What's going on? DIY Mississippi Film Works here with an indie show review of IWTV. As I've mentioned before, I'm a huge fan of New South Pro Wrestling based out of like North Alabama. And I saw they had a new show, event out called Top Shelf. This was held at some kind of bar, like an outdoors bar, July 19th from Huntsville. And I'm going to go break it down match by match. Going to start off with Effie, who I know he's worked all over. I best know him for Elevate Pro. He was the Elevate Pro champ for a while. He might still be taking on Hot Tamale Daniel Perez. It was kind of a squash, but Effie was entertaining. Fun little match. Worth seeing. Rodney Rockchild versus Steven Michaels. Now, it's been a little while since I watched this show, and I'll be honest with you, nothing really from this stuck in my mind. Alright, next match. New South Tag Team Championship match. The Talladega Knights, which is Hunter Drake and All Beef Tyler Franks taking on Two Fly Ty and Dylan. Oh, man. I love Talladega Knights. Great little tag team. Fun to watch. Two Fly Ty and Dylan. Imagine if you know the show Trailer Park Boys. Imagine if there was two J-Rocks and they wrestled. That's pretty much what they are. Not bad, but I didn't like that they took the belts off the Talladega Knights, from what I remember. Like I said, it's been a little bit since I watched this show. Next match will be Leo versus Kung Fu Donnie Janela. Donnie Janela, decent little wrestler. He's kind of got a little buzz going because he looks like Joey Janela. Okay match, nothing special. Adam Priest versus Logan Creed. Now, for y'all locals, Mississippi locals, this is not the Logan Creed that wrestled for Pro Wrestling Ego and all over. That is the Mississippi Man Logan Creed. This is the other Logan Creed. I want to say he's Georgia-based. He's been at MLW, and this dude is huge. He looks like he's 6'9". Adam Priest, first time I see him, this match was impressive. Creed and Priest just put on a damn good match. Then we had Shalonda Royal versus Brooklyn Creed, and man, I love that women wrestling's getting more attention nowadays. I love that there's more women on the indies. The bad thing about that is that there's more women, but you end up with some that really, it feels like they're not properly trained, or that they really shouldn't be wrestling in front of a big crowd and on something like this where everybody can see it. I mean, this is not that infamous women's match with Living Dead Girl bad, but it was not real good. Then we get another tag match. It's going to be Wasted Generation, which is Sean Christopher and Kevin Ryan taking on Dump Sanders and Brandon Williams. This was a fun Southern-style tag match. Really fun. Definitely worth one of the matches that if you have access to this event, definitely go watch this match if you ain't going to watch the whole thing. And then we got our main event. This is the reason why when I saw this list, I'm like, oh yeah, I got to see this. Brian Pillman Jr. is becoming one of my favorites. I mean, I didn't even know Brian Pillman had a son that was wrestling until I started watching MLW. Hey, this Brian Pillman Jr. kid's pretty good. And Derek Neal, who I'd never heard of until I got in the New South, and he is a great, Southern-style brawler. These two went all out for a good 15 minutes, and it shocked me. Pillman lost. Derek Neal got a clean win pretty much over Brian Pillman in a really good little match. So let's go back here. We got, see how many matches. If you ain't got time to watch the whole show, because the whole show is a little bit over 2 hours. Effie versus Hot Tamale Daniel Perez. Worth seeing. Skip the Rodney Rockchild Steven Michaels match. The New South Tag Team Championship match, Talladega Knights versus Two Fly Ty and Dylan. It's okay. I would say skip it. Leo versus Kung Fu Donnie Janela. Skip it. Adam Priest versus Logan Creed. You got to see this, man. Logan Creed's one of those guys that I think a little polish. And maybe, I don't know how he is on the mic yet. The little bit I've seen him talking, he's okay. A little polished. I can see this guy making it big. He reminds me a little bit of Brody Lee, that's in AEW. He's the big guy that can do a little bit of everything. Shalandra Royal versus Brooklyn Creed. I totally skipped that. Wasted Generation versus Dump Sanders, Brandon Williams. Worth seeing if you enjoy Southern-style tags. And then the match of the show, Brian Pillman Jr. versus Derek Neal. Great match. Honestly, if you can get this show, I don't know if this is available pay streaming. I got it on IWTV, but if this dudes put up this match on their YouTube page, watch this match. This match, they put out a DVD and you get the DVD cheap. Watch this match. This is really, it's a kind of high flyer versus a Southern brawler. But Derek Neal looks like he grew up watching, a lot of Memphis and a lot of 90s All Japan. So it's like Southern brawl, but it's that I'm tougher than you. I'm going to drop you on your neck 30 times, Masawa, Kawada kind of stuff. Just really, really good. So, yeah, definitely New South Pro Wrestling, worth checking out. I can't wait till, everything's kind of back to normal. We're talking about making a trip up to New South to go see one of their shows. Well, if y'all enjoyed that, let me know by, give me that thumbs up. Woo! Leaving a comment, subscribe, and tell your friends about this. Excuse me. Sorry about that. In New South Pro, you got 2 huge fans here in Brookhaven, Mississippi. My father also loves your shows. He's always asking. He calls y'all Newt South. I'm like, Dad, it's New South. He's hard of hearing, so he gets words wrong. He hears stuff weird. He's like, they got a new Newt South show up? Yeah, I'll go look, Dad. But thank you, everybody, for watching this. Thank you, everybody, on the New South card for putting on an entertaining show. And thank you, IWTV, for providing me with some great independent wrestling.